Hello and welcome here to live commentary of a Northern Premier League East fixture between Liversedge FC and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator, Adam Allcroft, and we are sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Fitter and Supplier. Isn't it nice to be back? 3 weeks since either of these sides were able to play a game. Combination of frozen pitches and waterlogged pitches and basically anything that can happen to a pitch has prevented both teams from getting games on over the last couple of weeks. Stockbridge were meant to play 6 games in 3 days. 3 games in 6 days over the last week. Obviously, it's just happened, and that's not happening. But finally, here under the Friday night lights at Claiborne, we are getting a game underway. So let's get the teams out for you as they shake hands here to begin with. So we will start with the Liversedge team. So the Liversedge team is as follows: Jordan Porter in goal, then it's Will Portman, Kwame Boateng, Lewis Wilkinson, Kevi Tarangazzo, Kurt Harris, Simon Heslop, Alfie Rowe, Joel Walton, Jack Carr and Alex Walter. Just a 3-man bench for Liversedge today. Jack Hardacre, Liam Hardy and George Proctor. The Stocksbridge team is as follows. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Luke Hogg, Charlie Oglesby, Ross Goodwin, Curtis Turner, Thomas Poole, Luke Rawson, Charlie Rainey and Basil Zotos. The bench is Jordan Lemon, Alex O'Connor, Curtis Davis, Jack Watson and Andy Ring. So the teams are just preparing to get into position here. Referee is Simon Rushworth today. Be interested to see how both teams react after being. Sorry, we're getting some unintended. And saying just letting you know, the heat here at Liversedge at Claiborne are quite low to the ground. They are definitely interesting to get into. I think these might, from the look of these seats, I think they might have been pulled from another ground at some point as well, much like Brecon Moors. I wonder if it might be a Leeds Road thing.
Once you get down to Leeds.
But yeah, so referee, his lineman just meets with the captains. Ross Goodwin there leading Stocksbridge today. But he will be in centre back for this game, as he has been over the last few weeks. Had a good performance against Cleethorpes Town in the last game against 3 weeks ago. Kept a clean sheet in that one. But what's going to be interesting going into this game is obviously the fact that both teams not played for 3 weeks. Form kind of starts to disappear due to that. It's not as big as it maybe would have been when both sides are coming in with fresh thoughts. Obviously, both teams have been able to train over the last few weeks thanks to the 3G pitches both teams will have access to. Liversedge will get us off in a second, though, as we prepare for kick-off. Ben Townsend shouting a few final orders to his team and a few Stocksbridge fans behind the goal. So, here we go. So, Liversedge kick the game off in a sky blue and white striped shirt, sky blue shorts and sky blue and white socks, kicking from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in their red kit, kicking from left to right. Just referring to Stocksbridge right in front of their own bench here. Still looking to do better than the last time they visited Claiborne. Lost 5-0 shortly before Liversedge got promotion to the Northern Premier League. And there's some good tricky movement there before laying a pass off for Zotos to chase. Zotos looking to try and beat the man, but the defender beats before Zotos almost robbed it as it was passed back to Porter. Porter able to clear it up though, and Goodwin heads it away. Goes back here to Boateng and tried some neat pass in the middle, which almost worked out. Oglesby sensed it and has come out of his fence to boot it away. It's going to be referring to Liversedge on over deep into their own half. So thank you very much, everyone who's tuning in today. And we did have signal problems when we were here 2 years ago for that 5-0 loss, but hopefully looks like we should be fine here as Poole, he gets onto the ball, but his pass forward smashes into the stand in front, well, the base plastic barrier that we have, a bit like the ice hockey. Charles sends a throwing down, head away from Rawson, though it's with Heslop now, who will control and pass it back to his own defence, and Rainey almost on it there, but in the end it does get out to Portman. Long ball forward is off target though and goes out for a throw-in over on that opposite side of the stadium here. Do actually, while it's night, you don't really see it now. I know in the daytime you do actually get quite a lovely view over Cleckheaton. This ground, and you could just see the lights of the town over there, just through the trees. So just waiting. Balls took some time to return, but Tinker will finally gets a chance to restart the game with a throw-in. The referee's been keen on his positioning. Long throw from Tinker, and Rawson able to head it on. Goes to Zotos, who looks to turn. Good touch out to Turner. Turner lays the pass off for Charlesworth, who comes forward. Charlesworth tries to lay the pass, looking for Rainey here, and Rainey's just going to lose the ball out here. He's continued to fight for it with Tarangadzo, but it's going to go out for a Liversedge throwing. Good pass from Zotos, who was getting into good form before the enforced winter break sort we kind of had with the postponements. A nice good touch during that set up Turner, who then set Rainey up before. Unfortunately, Liversedge defence wised up. Close point, Charles Vincent. Pull one to try and look for Zotos, but big clearance away. Hey, goes all the way to Kara to it back, but intercepted, made by Hogan. He can only take it out to play. Liversedge thrown right in front of us here on the halfway line. Quickly thrown in by Harris, and he gets it back. Big boot forward, headed beyond Goodwin, but Tinker's there to clear it out. And Ross going to try and flick it on, but Tarangadzo has beaten him to that. And then it's long ball forward, looking for Walton. Appeals for an offside, not given. Walton's going to take a shot. Well saved from Townsend. Then Raw's got onto it on the right-hand side. The recycling play, Liversedge at the moment, and back to Portman on the right-hand side. I thought that was the offside, but nothing given. And game continues with Heslop here, who's lays it off to the left-hand side to Boateng, and right-footed ball into the box. Goodwin heads away, but back it goes into the Liversedge midfield with Simon Heslop. He's going to look to get it to the right-hand side towards Portman, but it's a bit overhit, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. 3 minutes gone in this game. Rings 0-0 between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Liversedge here at Claiborne. First game in 3 weeks for both these sides, and integrate that we are back actually with football and proper non-league football, which has taken such a battering thanks to the weather over the last few weeks. Doesn't even feel too cold here tonight. Not as cold as it has done some nights over the last few weeks. So Townsend just has the ball back ready for his goal kick. And he's going long here, and he's trying to get to Rawson. Rawson controls. He's kept it on the left wing and then backheeled it off a Liversedge player, and it'll be a Steels throw-in. Right next to the Liversedge bench. Tinker coming forward to take it. Tinker down looking for Zotos, who flicks it on, but the flick on going to go anywhere. Liversedge able to clear over the top of Oglesby. Headed beyond Goodwin. Charles with a key sliding challenge. Stop Liversedge getting back into the box. They've looked dangerous so far, the home side. As it's cleared out, looking for Rawson. Rawson tried to touch it back to Poole, but intercepted currently with the Liversedge defence right now, and they're looking for the run of Boateng, and he's kept it in really well. The former Wednesday wing-back looking to cut in, puts the ball in, blocked by Hogg. Hogg's going to get back into that right-back area, and I think Boateng, I thought he had fouled him then, but he hasn't. Hogg will pass it back into the centre where Goodwin clears it away. Rawson drops it to knock it over to Poole on the right-hand side. Poole looking for the run of Zotos and finds him. Zotos going down the right-hand side, puts in looking on the outside, then back on the outside and goes down as I think a bit of a murmur. It's a fantastic challenge from Tarangadzo that cleanly gets the ball and not even appeal from a penalty, and then Stockbridge have given away a foul as Liversedge were building out for it. Liversedge were looking for a quick restart free kick. The referee would not having that, and then he's not letting him do that. Take over. He's going to have to go back and do it again. I think he's going to be a bit of a stickler, Stephen Rushworth, today. So waiting for Liversedge to take this free kick. Down the left-hand side, looking for Boateng. But Goodwin will head away. He's going to go out for a throw-in here, and it'll be an attacking throw-in on quite close to the corner flag. And Boateng, we're waiting for Boateng. Cronin said he's going to leave it, and it's going to be Lewis Wilkinson heading over to take the throw-in. And looking at the positionings of the Liversedge players, it's going to be a long throw-in here. Lots of screaming from Ben Townsend, make sure he wanting his defence as organised as possible. Liversedge a big team here. It's going to be a challenge. The ball goes in, and Goodwin heads it away, headed back into the box, but then cleared away again. But then going to be headed right back into the fray, and it's bounced favourably for Liversedge. Heslop evades a tackle really well. The veteran midfielder spreads it to the right 1-2, back with Heslop, then still with Liversedge here as they look to pass the way through. Stocksbridge remaining quite resolute in their defence at the moment, as Portman has to give it back to that right-hand side with Heslop, then onto the right wing. They're looking for the cross. Here comes the cross in over the top of everyone and headed backwards by the Liversedge player. And Boateng's running desperately to keep it in, and he has done. He has got some speed on him, Boateng, as he lays it off here to Carr. Carr going to take the shot, look for the near post. Townsend makes the clean save for the near post. Liversedge definitely having the better of it these early moments of the game, but Stockbridge have been equal in defence so far. And Townsend already made 2 saves from 2 shots on target. Rolls it out. The goalkeeper rolls it out in front of him and will send it long. He is looking for Rawson, who's having a bit of wrestle, and it's headed away from him. Going to go to Tink, who tries to take such sliding challenge, stops him going any further. And Liversedge definitely are looking up for this one. Meant to be a throw-in for Stocksbridge on this left side hand side. I don't really see Stocksbridge make anything of note at the moment. Goes in, Rawson will head it on. Zotos doesn't get anywhere near it. Tangazzo will clear it away for Charles to head back, and Poole will collect, I think, with his arm, though he touches it, and it will be a free kick, and it's quickly taken. And on the move is Liversedge, going down the left-hand side, looking here on that left-hand side for Carr, and Carr gets pass into the box, and one man takes a shot, blocked, and it's back in the box, another shot going in, another block, appeals for a penalty, not given. It's all the appeals are coming from the Liversedge bench, but there is going to be game stopped because of a Stocksbridge injury in the box. So, a bit of anger from the goalkeeper, Jordan Porter, who's very upset with that decision to stop the game. The line, having words with the linesman. The linesman, if we can actually hear him very clearly saying it's because he was the last man. Just trying to see which player it actually is. Because I have... an interesting one. We're just trying to work out what player it is, and we also had Kurt Harris also complaining, and the linesman explaining that the defender who's now is keeping everyone on side. Kurt Harris was not well. I can't actually say that word. I'm realising as I'm about to tell the story. I think it's Thomas Poole who's down actually. Who's currently down. He's getting treatment from Sam Ewins and his assistant physio, who I've not got the name of. Well, sports therapist. So a brief stoppage, but Poole will head off to the side. He is back to his feet, looking okay now, and we'll probably get a bounce ball to restart this game. So we're just waiting for this to happen, and it's going to be back with Liversedge to restart this game. They were on the ball, putting the Steel's defence under some pressure. Stocksbridge struggling in the early, well, not struggling, but has been a better Liversedge side, and Liversedge will restart on the ball at their feet now, looking to get it onto this right-hand side, and Tinker's going to go in with a tackle, a bit clumsy one, but no foul given. The referee's letting a few of these go, I've noticed so far, and Tinker forced him out, but then Liversedge have put a ball over the top, making the most of Tinker coming out. Ball across the 6-yard line, and it's in, and it looks like, I think that might be Alfie Raw who's put Liversedge ahead. Disappointing. Liversedge have had the better of this early part of the game, and they've made the most of it by taking the lead here on the 10th minute. Ball just slid in on the right-hand side. They took advantage of Jack Tinker pushing up, but ball over the top of him. Great ball across the edge of the 6-yard area and slid in. It's 1-0 to Liversedge. Stocksbridge now have a mountain to climb if they want to get back and get something out of this game. Turns out the defender being down has not helped Stocksbridge at all. We think the goal scorer is after all. The numbers are quite hard to see on the back of the Liversedge shirts. It's a white on sky blue, so we may get corrected on that, but we are going to put this down as Alfie Raw for now. Stocksbridge trying a few passing forward, but Liversedge have cleared it away, but only for Oglesby to boot it right out and onto the top of the Liversedge bench before going out towards the fans. The goal being given on the football pages to number 9, Joe Walton. So it's actually Walton then. I say the numbers. I know this is one of the commentators' complaints. You'll see many do across the grounds, but white on sky blue is quite difficult. And Poole's cutting out and he's giving it to Zotos. Can Zotos make the most of it? He's got some space on the right wing here. He's going to bear down this right-hand side and he's going to look to try and see if he can beat his man here. And he's decided he's going to go onto the outside. Lays pass of Poole. He's trying to put the ball in, but Zotos was trying to get in there, but he gets a bit of physical contact, goes down, and it's back with Jordan Porter here. So we are 12 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to Liversedge. Long ball forward from Porter, headed on and feels a foot in the face there of the Liversedge attacker. Don't think there was personally, but we will have a stoppage just because it's a potential head injury. So we will have a raising with the ball being given back to Stocksbridge. Charlesworth on the right-hand side. Stephen Rook, the referee, has dismissed any appeals that was a foot to the face. And now Charlesworth will send this long down. Turner will head it on for Rawson, but headed away before it can even get to him. Wilkinson, the man who's headed that one out. Charlesworth comes up to take this throw. Stocksbridge a lot to do now to get back into this. Prone to Turner now. Back to Charleston, back to Turner. Turner spins out of one challenge, gives it back to Goodwin, who tries to send it down, but that's nowhere in particular. And Liversedge get him, just boot it right back out themselves. There's one other game tonight, Pontefract against Consett, in another Friday night fixture. Not too far from here, and it's 0-0 there at the moment. Charles gives Turner back to Charles, who sends it long looking for Rawson, but Tarangazzo will only slice this one out, and Stocksbridge maybe have a chance to put a bit of pressure on. They haven't really done that at all yet in this game. So back with Charles, who throws it in towards Hogg, who's to Rainey, and Rainey will go down the right side, but he ends up dribbling it out of play, and it's a throw-in close to the flag for Liversedge. Do make sure that if you are listening here on our YouTube channel that you do comment. The comments actually do help the stream because it gets seen by more people who subscribe to us, and we are subscribed to on YouTube by more than 400 people now. And then also I will try and shout you out, and we'll have a bit of a conversation as well as a commentary, because Stocksbridge earned a throw here. We're still in this attacking area. Charlesworth is taking his time over it with lots of movement, and he's going to throw it into the box. Rawson heads down to Poole, takes a shot, but he just drills it wide his left foot. It's a good idea. It's opened up really nicely for Poole, but I think he's made the wrong decision going with his left, and he steered it well wide. Nice idea, though that was working. So back for Porter to take this goal kick. Sent long here, but Porter is going to, as possible, and head away by Oglesby, and there's a slip there from Poole, and it's back with Liversedge now, going to look to take advantage of it. They've sent it down the right wing where they got that goal from, and Tinker this time is there, and he clears it away, and then Turner's done really well to beat him, and he's going to carry on going down this left-hand side. He tried to send it towards Rain, he just can't keep the ball, and it was a very risky ball. That was always likely to do that, unfortunately. 15 minutes gone in this game. Liversedge leading 1-0 thanks to that strike from Joe Walton, a close range, proper striker's finish. And now the throw-in taken. Liversedge get it down the field quite quickly, and it's caught in the midfield after a Stocksbridge clearance into the midfield. And there's a bit of pace about this Liversedge attack as they're going down, trying to get to the left-hand side, and it goes into the middle there, and as Carr tried to take a shot, it's met by a strong challenge from Turner, and they're going to try and quickly turn this into a counter. And Rainey on the right wing here just can't beat his man, but he has kept it and let it off for Zotos. Zotos now he's been forced backwards. He's not going to try his man there. Back to Charlesworth, and then all the way back to Townsend to get away from a quite congested right wing part. Townsend will switch it over into the middle to Turner, who turns really well. Great from Turner, using his body well to prevent the challenge. Charles now is going to try and slip the pass forward through to Rainey, who's a bit of a heavy first touch that did allow Wilkinson to get in and clear out for a throw-in. Some better play from Stocksbridge now as they look to get an equaliser. Throw goes to Poole, who gives it back to Charlesworth. Takes the shot, looking to get down the line, puts the cross in, and it's going to be met at the near post by Liversedge. Back there for Turner, whose shot, I think that was a shot, is going out for a throw-in. It would have been amazing if he had done it right, but I think anything that could have gone wrong with that shot did go wrong with it. I think if it was a crueler crowd, he would have got quite a loud way for that one. Throw in down from Liversedge and headed away by Stocksbridge into the middle and then headed back. There's a bit of head tennis between the two teams begins and then he falls to the ground and Turner gets a big bash in his back as he was getting to it. He's going to go out for a Stocksbridge throw in. Referee allowing the physical game at the moment. As Tinker will throw this down, look for Rawson, who heads it on, but not by Tarragazzo, only back to Turner, who gets it to Rawson, who has some time to move. He's looking to slip the pass over to the right side to Poole, who just tried to get it towards Charlesworth, but it's a great stop by Boateng, who's looking to turn this into a counter, and he's doing it really well because he's getting Carr on the left-hand side. Carr facing up with Goodwin. Pass across the edge of the box here towards Wallerton. Wallerton switches out one back to Carr. Carr, very lofted ball towards the far end, and they're lining up at the far end, block the shots, and then it's still in the 6-yard area. Stocksbridge haven't cleared it. Turner's onto it, and Turner will slip as he clears it away for a throw-in. Stocksbridge get away with one there. Liversedge definitely the better side and looking like they got very close to a second. Back with Liversedge on the right-hand side. Looking to put the ball in, and here it comes, a big lofted ball, and that one's poor and goes out for a goal kick. A bit of a let-off there for Steele. Steele's getting away with one well and truthfully in that one because some good blocks. Curtis Turner, I think, the main man in the middle, stopping that. Back for Townsend to take the goal kick. And he'll take his time with it again, and Clockwood will look to have to redo what they've been doing because they've just struggled at times in the and Townsend's going to get a bit of jeering from the fans who are bashing on the boards to distract him, and then Townsend then sends it long, look for Ross, who heads it on, but it's just going to go after Tarragazzo, who just happily boots that one away. But then head back into the field for Turner, then Tinker will lose it with a slant challenge, but Hogg will get that one away. But then Liversedge return fire. Oxley heads it back, but heads it into the box. Goodwin, though, onto it first. Big clearance away. Poole's looking to get onto it, and he flicks it on for Zotos. Can Zotos use his pace? Zotos is going to go down the right wing, down the outside, and thinking of cutting inside there, but he continues going outside. The tackle goes in. He goes in for a Stocksbridge throw. Zotos had been in some good form before the break. He's looking to try and continue that, get back to that today. As Charlesworth takes throw towards Rainey, then back to Charles if it goes, and over to Rainey, who's going to see if he can beat this man. He's going to put the left foot across, looking for the far post, over the head of Rawson, and it's a bit too high. Not a bad idea though, and it's out, but it is out for a goal kick. So it's back with Jordan Porter now, who will take this goal kick, and he's taking his time with it. As you can't blame him, they are 1-0 up Liversedge at the moment with 20 minutes gone, and they've looked good for it, and they've also looked the most likely to score the next goal. Team Stocksbridge did beat 3-0 back at Brackenmore, but a much better Liversedge side than the one that came to Brackenmore that day. And there's appeals for another facial injury from Liversedge as Oglesby went up for that, and I think it's the same one. I think it's Walton again appealing for it, and the referees laughed that one off as well. Tinker throws it in, but headed away from Liversedge into midfield for them, and they've just touched it on quite well. But Charles has come into central midfield to rob it, but then he's lost it, and there's some space down that left wing for Liversedge, and it's going to be Carr who's running towards it, gets it towards the right-hand side, and Liversedge come forward with a lot of pace. Cross going in, headed away by Turner, and then Poole gets a big boot away, gets it to Rawson. Actually, sliding challenge, stops it, get into him. It's back with Heslop here. Now back to Portman on this right-hand side, and then back into Heslop in the midfield. A bit more patient build-up this time from Liversedge, who've been ruthlessly quick at times in their attack. And this time the press from Stocksbridge works as Rawson pushes it, and Zotto's going to try and keep it in. He can't do so, and it's going to be a Liversedge throw, but almost the pace of Zotto's paying off there. Would have had lots of space to move into had he just about kept it in. Just some breaking news from another team in the league. Belper Town have extended the contract of Lee Attenborough for another year. That's their manager. There's Kurt Harris here. It's telling. I've got to say, the way Stephen Rushworth talks to Kurt Harris, the referee, to the captain, I think he's refed a few of his games before. Long throw down before Poole heads it away. Zotos tries to keep it in. He doesn't. It's going to be on exactly on the halfway line for another throw in. And he's took a few steps on and then about 10 steps, I think, into the Stocksbridge half. We've headed on by Walton, but only back for Oaks, who boots that one away. Headed back away by Wilkinson over to Portman on the right-hand side. It's 3-5-2 for Liversedge, working really well for them so far. As he gets down the line, Portman, and he's beat his man. Ball goes in, it's clear by Goodwin. Is still in the edge of the box. Urged to shoot, he's not going to do so. Wallerton, the leading scorer, gets it onto the right-hand side. Another good-looking cross goes in. Header goes in, and then another one. Oh, just wide from Jack Carr. Falls to him perfectly. Looks like it's going to curl into that bottom corner, but just away. And Liversedge remain completely on top in this game. So sounds like the Stocksbridge bench is getting a bit irate, and Stocksbridge haven't really shown up to this game as of yet. Being a bit off it, a bit strange off it. I think the thing with the Stocksbridge team, they're not normally completely off it. It's just normally just a bit frustrating because we normally have a lot of the ball and not able to do much of it. This is Liversedge just beating us completely, really. Ball going long, looking for Rawson. He heads it on, and then but Tangad's heads away back to Rawson, who tries to pass forward, but it's going to go out intercepted. And then Rainey, I think maybe shouldn't have given up on that soon because it slowed down quite a bit. As a long ball forward, Goodwin's clearance is blocked. Charlesworth is going to have to get to it first. He does, and he does get it away, but only to the midfield. And Carr's going to make most of it. Sign challenge from Hogg, gets it away from him, but then it's only gone to Carr here. Back heel gives it here to Raw, and it's going to be switch play towards Portman, but then it's well caught out by Tinker, who's going to charge forward. Tinker tries to get the counter-attack going, gets it to Rainey, who looks to beat the man. I think he might have just lost the physical battle there, Rainey. But he hasn't. He's rolled the ball in. It's a great chance. Rainey lays back to Rawson, who's taken the touch. Takes shot blocked. Back here for Turner. Turner is going to take the shot himself, but it's well plucked out the air by Porter. Rawson there just not going for it then when he perhaps should have, not having that initial instinct, that killer impact, because he took too many touches. It allowed some of the Liversedge defenders to get set in front of him, and that led the block. Turner's shot, though, was really good quality, just well caught out there by Potts. It's a really good save, actually. Liversedge are immediately on the attack here at the other end here. Wallerton on the left-hand side. Right? And he's it back into the middle for Heslop, and then switched over to Portman. Portman here will then give it back here to Heslop. Ball going into the middle. A bit of a header from Stocksbridge, not cleared away with Charlesworth, though, and Charlesworth turns well and just boots that one out. Don't get it very far, though. It's going to be a Liversedge throw-in. Throw-in taken quickly by Harris towards Boateng. Boateng looking to cut in inside. He tries to get it through Hogg, but Hogg intercepts well and gets it to Zotos. Zotos got some pressure here, and he's lost the ball. Boateng, great tackle from him. Going to Wallerton, he will switch play over to the right side to Portman. Heavy touch from him, but no one's there near him, so he's going to lay off the pass into the middle to Carr and flip ball towards the other side. No one there for it, and Charlesworth will carry that one out without the pressure he had before. Takes some time, Charlesworth, and he's going to send it down the line. Look for Rawson here, who goes over the top of him towards Tarangazzo, who he's going to return it to Charlesworth. Charlesworth will head it into midfield, but head back Raw into the attack. Goodwin goes in with a bit of a clumsy one, and it's almost in for Walton, and he tried to make an advantage of the space Goodwin had left, but cleared out towards Raw. Raw puts the cross in, appeals for handball, and not given. Cross is headed out, goes back to Portman here on the right-hand side for Liversedge, and he's going to let it into the middle towards Heslop. In the middle, over to Raw now, and over to the left-hand side for Wallerton, who tries to put the cross in, blocked by Charlesworth, and it's out for a corner. So It's Boateng heading over to take this one. Taking some time. It's actually a throw-in. I do apologise. Where is it gone? I can't tell with it. Way back it is. Right, it's a throw-in, goes into the box, but that Toulouse player back to Boateng now, who right-footed puts the ball in, headed away by Turner, who's having a great game so far. Zotos trying to escape his marker. He goes down once, and he will earn the foul from that. I think, but he looks quite annoyed that he didn't get to continue that because he did actually manage to keep the ball. And right now, walking away with the ball is Heslop, who is not getting a booking for it, which is how it should be according to rules. Gets a bit of a yell out from his own fans, I think, there, is for just wandering away with the ball. Former EFL player Simon Heslop. In another Friday night fixture, Penistone Church, one of our neighbours, are losing 2-0 to Garforth. As the ball is back with Liversedge now. They've sent one long here, but Oglesby will head that one away. Tinker's trying to keep it in, he can't, and it's going to be a throw-in. Yes. We're going to see Rawson and Harris get summoned by the referee. Rawson just needs to be careful not to talk himself into a car, which he has done a few times this season. But the referee, Stephen Rushworth, having chat to, he's going to send them on the way. Is obviously not happy with the way they're playing in those two. So, but no booking yet, and the throw-in will start with Portman. Portman, big throw down the field, and it's over the top of everyone's head. But Liversedge trying to keep it in, and they do really well here. Stocksbridge trying to keep end in, but Liversedge have been able to break out, and they're into the box. But a good challenge goes in from Turner again, and Stocksbridge able to clear it, get their own throw-in from it, as the clearance was blocked. Back with Tinker to take this throw-in now. 28 minutes gone in this game. It's 1-0 to Liversedge. A 10th minute goal from Joel Walton as Rawson just heads on the ball, but it's certainly back for Tangadze, who is able to clear this one away. And then back to another throw-in as a Stocksbridge that's lacked inspiration so far in this game. Goes to Turner, then that's Tinker, who sends it long and trying to find Zotos, but blocks and clear away, and then it's going to be a battle in midfield, and Zotos is going to be wrestled down, and nothing given for that. He goes to Puldo, and he was trying to find Ray anywhere, but because I think they were busy appealing for that, nothing given. And some of the Stocksbridge players look a bit irate after that, but do need to play to the whistle. Even I agree it was a foul, should have been probably been a foul, but you do have to play to the whistle, or else you miss out on opportunities like that could have been. Liversedge throwing it quickly down the field, and there will be a free kick to Stocksbridge as Oglesby had his shirt pulled. As Jonathan Remington, the Liversedge manager, has some choice words on that decision. I.e. words you don't know. Words that would end you on the naughty list with Santa, anyway. Stockbridge's penultimate away game before Christmas. We will be back at our next away game away at 1 p.m. against Pontefract Collieries on Boxing Day. As a bit of bouncing football from Liversedge that goes forward, but is going to end up back with Townsend in his arms as well. He's going to roll it out for Charlesworth, and Charlesworth's got some space to move into. Zotos is offering a potential option, but he said it's going to be knocked long for looking for Turner. Turner almost came away with it. Boateng robbed him, and then Liversedge able to clear it, but only over to Hogg, and Hogg's going to take the touch over to what was the left-hand side of the pitch, and got two players on him, and eventually his pass is cut out. Not a great one from him, and then it's going to be back with Liversedge, who tried the counter, but then it's a big boot, and I think it almost smashed the head of one of our substitutes on the bench. At the very least, he's awake now, whoever it was. They're all wearing their woolly hats, keeping warm. I don't think Portman has to throw in here for Liversedge at the moment. Big long throw down. Oglesby will head it away, and into the midfield goes, and then Stocksbridge trying a second clearance, and it's blocked, and a third clearance is just going to go into the midfield, which is being left completely absent by Stocksbridge. I think how deep they were forced from that attack, with Heslop now, who's taking his time with it. He gets a 1-2, and he's back with him, and then he finds Boateng with a really nice pass. Boateng opens himself up, tries to pass into the box, goes through Goodwin's legs. Here comes a turn, and in the net, 2-0 Liversedge. Joe Walton has another. It's a really good passing move from Liversedge. And they are now 2-0 up with Walton getting his next. And the Steels are having a miserable Friday night under the lights at the moment. And Townsend continues to be very upset with his defending. And the same sort of choice words that end up on the notice list coming from Ben Townsend now. If there was a swear jar for Ben Townsend right now, it'd be about a tenner going to a local charity. So Stocksbridge, well, you can't say it's not deserved because they've definitely been the better side. Liversedge, they've had the chances and they've taken the chances, and there was some really good play that took advantage of mistakes from the Steel's defences. Stocksbridge try ball forward, but Taran Gadzio clears back away, goes out of play for a throw-in. Throw-in goes down towards Poole. Poole tries to keep it in and knocks off a loose play. Still in though, and then he goes after Oakes, who tries to clear it away, and still on this left-hand side for Stocksbridge, and a foul is given the Steel's way, much to the annoyance of some of the Liversedge players. Goal came here on the 32nd minute. And Poole will have a chance to put a set piece in, something he will have missed doing over his too much suspension due to dissent. That red card against Bridlington. Here it comes, ball going in, far one going to the far side, but it's going to be claimed under the bar by Porter. A tricky one for Porter, but he does claim it well. And that chance is over for the Steels, as it's been a miserable first half for the team. Sent long here, but that should go all the way back to Townsend. Does, and Townsend will have a chance to have another go at the other players to see if we can build back into this one. Long ball forward, but unchallenged. Head away by Liversedge, back for Gooden, who heads it forward again. It's cool challenge there, but Liversedge win out on it. 50-50 is won by Hogg, though, and then Hogg tries to get through, and then a diving Liversedge player, diving Curtis Davis, trying to go in the way of Hogg, is going to be penalised. God, I think I'm being more entertained by the referee here, and the way he shouts his orders out. He definitely makes sure he has control of the game. Charlesworth is going to look to see if he can get the ball forward. He's looking to get it to the far end side, looking for Rawson, but Taran Gadzio will get the header away, and then Pullman gets a second header away, and they're going to look to see if they can turn this into a counter-attack, but sliding challenge from Hogg stops that. Be a throw into Liversedge in front of one of their advertising hoardings. Concert are ahead against Pontefract Collar as Ben Ramsey scored. Big throw forward. Is it going to bounce a few times before getting into central defence? Oglethorpe takes such before gives it to Poole, who sends it long now to Rainey. He's going to cut in a bit and switch play over to Charlesworth, who gets the ball down well, and he's got a bit of space on the right side. Later to Zotos. Zotos is thinking of the overlap, but instead he's going to try and find Poole, who escapes well down to Charlesworth on the right-hand side. Got two men round him. Tries to get the ball in, but it's blocked out for a Steel's throw-in. Back with Charlesworth for another throw-in now, and he's got a few moving players. Poole and Zotos are probably going to be his main options, but he said he's going to go for the safe one back to Hogg. Hogg then gives it back to Charlesworth, and then into the middle to Poole. And Poole tried to touch it beyond his man, but he's been intercepted by Heslop, and Heslop will clear, but only as far as Hogg, whose header out of play. It's a throw-in to Liversedge on this left-hand side. It means 2-0 to the home side, and Stocksbridge are struggling to really get a punch on the Liversedge side. Kurt Harris is having a little moan of the linesman here as he goes to get the game underway again. Here we go, long throw from Harris down the line and peeled off Walton, who heads it in more centrally. Instead of on both players, it's a touch on from Carr, and Liversedge trying to get through a few players, and they do hit with Heslop now is almost tackled by his own player, is eventually tackled by a Stocksbridge player, and Charles have cleared. Zotos is going to look to see if he can get on. He takes a pass looking for Rawson. Rawson's got a bit of physicality from Taran Gadzio, and Taran Gadzio with a few high arms manages to win that ball. And it's a bit physical, this game, I think, to say the least, as it's in the middle with Turner now. Back to Hogg it goes, and Back it goes to Oglesby. Oglesby's ball forward is deflected and unchallenged claimed, but then it's going Rawson try to fight for it. Got a few touches onto it, but it's out for a Liversedge throw in the end. 36 minutes gone so far in this game. It's 2-0 to Liversedge. Both goals coming from Joe Walton. Both really good finishers from him. And here comes a long throw from Portman down the field. Oglesby has to head it out for another throw. Stocksbridge were appealing for a free kick, and Oglesby, I think, staying down here for a bit as well. Just slow to get back to his feet at the very least. Just sitting up at the moment. He's not sure what's up with Charlie Oglesby. Hopefully we won't see him injured. That would be a big blow. There isn't really much help at centre-back, and I think it would be Jordan Lemon slotted into centre-back if Oglesby had to go off, but Oglesby is now back to his feet and will return to centre-back. Thankfully, and Boateng's gone to take the throw-in, and here comes the ball in. Right foot across is going to be at Townsend's near post. He did spill it a bit, Townsend, but he claims it at the end. Penistone Church have got a goal back against Garforth. It's 3-1 to Garforth over on the other side of the hill to Stocky. Charlesworth on the ball now. Lays off to Zotos. Zotos back to Hogg. Hogg having to shield the ball and then tries to find out, but being cut out by Boateng, and Boateng looking to find Carr, and the offside flag is up. So back for Townsend to take this free kick now as Stockbridge just can't seem to get anything going in attack at the moment. Biggest chance came when it was 1-0 down, when Rawson took just too many touches before it was blocked. It was great play from Charlie Rainey that created that. Townsend's taking his time as it heads it towards where the offside happened. The linesman waving his flag like a majorette at the moment to make sure he knows exactly where to do it. Townsend will now send this long. He's sending it essentially trying to find Rawson with it, but Tarangato, who's been gobbling everything up aerially, essentially heads it away. Liversedge tried to send it into counter-attack, but Tinker's got it covered, and he will give it back now to Townsend. Townsend will send it long, and Turner will head it towards the side. It's with Tinker, who takes the touch and finds Turner again. Turner loses the ball, and Liversedge have a chance to turn this into attack out over on the right-hand side, and there's some good play from the home side and into the middle, and it's over to the side to Walton, who, with a hat-trick pending, skies it over the bar. Good hit. It would have been a hat-trick for him, and if Liversedge give the match ball away, match ball for him. Back for Townsend to take another goal kick. A man who is quite unhappy with the defence in front of him. Unhappy, at least, as I said. Ball going long now. Headed away, though, by Liversedge, out for a throw-in. Still, this seems to be the way it goes. Long ball forward, headed out, throw-in, and still lose it from the throw-in, usually. Hopefully that will improve as we get towards the end of the half. We are approaching the 40th minute at the moment. And Stocksbridge struggling it. Throwing down, and it's going to be Stockbridge going to give a silly foul away. So to give the ball away, kind of did there, because Rawson pushed down his marker, and it's going to be a free kick close to that our touchline. A daft way to give a free kick up, in all honesty, that. And we should be better than that, really. It's just frustrating for the Steels. Losing 2-0, obviously. We won't drop into the relegation zone today, but there is the potential of that happening tomorrow now, depending on results with Grimsby, Sheffield and Grantham. As the Walton heads the ball on and going to go to the left-hand side, Carr gets it away from Charles. Back it goes to Heslop. Heslop taking his time, but he always finds his pass, and it's back with Boateng now. And we are pushing him a bit further out, at least. Boateng puts the ball forward. Goodwin intercepts and clears. Poole gets onto it, and Poole not turning time, but it comes off the back of Zotos's leg, and it's now back with Boateng again. And Liversedge resume being on the ball. Raw will flip it out over to Portman here on the right-hand side, and he gets it forward towards Carr, and he's going to face up with his defender now as he cuts inside left-hand ball. Is a bit behind the man, but he's back with Walton. Walton takes a shot. Walton's shot. Townsend saves and parries and then gets the ball back. Townsend's had quite a few saves to make in this game so far, and as we've let Liversedge have way too much of the ball, especially in attacking areas, Rawson controls and then loses the ball immediately. Back here it goes to Portman, who's going to send it long, and out of play it goes for a throw-in. So back for a throw-in here over this left-hand side for a Steele's throw. I think the ball's gone out of the ground and we've lost the ball here. So I imagine some young, well, we have got a ball back, but potentially some young fit volunteer lad or kid of a volunteer will be out to fetch that one shortly. Tinker does have the ball now. He takes the throw in to Poole, but he loses it from the touch and he goes out for a Liversedge throw-in. These throw-ins are really costing us today. It's not something you say usually, but we just seem to lose the ball immediately from them. And we are letting Liversedge onto us, and they are very good at making chances against our defence today. Portman, he's shouting his orders, ready from the throw-in, as he sends this down the line and headed away by Poole, and it's just going to be bounced a few times and going to go here to the right side, but a well in tackle leg up from Hogg, from Tinker actually, and there's going to be a throw-in on this right-hand side, and Liversedge are asking more men to come forward, I think. Rawson's going to come back to defend here, and I think that's what it is, because it's going to be the long throw for Liversedge. Well, Steele have to be on top defending quality again to fend this one off, because 2-0 at half-time, there's a chance. 3-0, you don't think there's a chance. Headed away, though, and second header away, Liversedge just put it back in, and back with Liversedge on the edge of the area. They're trying to get it towards the offside, and they do with some space with Raw, right-footed ball into the box. Townsend punched it away, and then cleared away by Tinker. Zotos gets it now. Can Zotos turn this into a counter-attack? Zotos is going to run out. He's got two men behind him, and he's going to go towards the left-hand side, and then loses out the ball to back to Portman. And then back with Porter, who clears it away. Some good play from Zotos initially, it was Portman that stopped him from going any further forward. And now it's back with Tinker for the throw-in. Garforth are 4-1 up on Penistone Church now. Ball goes forward to Rawson, who heads it on, and then it's back in the middle, and then a bit of a clash of legs there, and it's going to be a foul free kick to Stocksbridge that I think they're thinking about taking quickly, but instead it's going to be left. Tinker's going to take it as well, it looks like. Not normally the one on the set pieces, but we'll try anything different at this point. So here comes a right-footed ball in. It's a very high ball. Ogilvy's looking to get it. Porter come way out of his block. Rawson hits it, and it's one back for Stocksbridge. It's all down to the fault of Jordan Porter, who's come way out of his area for no apparent reason. Ogilvy heads it over to Rawson, who gets a clean hit on it, and it's 2-1, and the Steels have got one back just before the end of the half, and is that not some hope for this Stockbridge side, who have not really deserved it, to be honest? Fantastic for the Steels, who have got one back here. And Liversedge have restarted the game, 2-1 to the Steels now. And Liversedge trying to go through under attack, and so Liversedge on the ball right now, and they're going to try and see if they can restore the lead they had. And they're looking good for it, because they're going to get it back to Boateng here on the left-hand side. He's going to put the ball across over the top of everyone, though, and over it goes to the left-hand side. Tinker's actually going to keep it in, and going to see if they can get a counter-attack going, I think, here. And he's going to get it forward. Well, Liversedge have got back quite well, so it's not... But he gives it back to Tinker, gets forward, 2-turn, and then back to Tinker. Right foot the ball, looking for the run, and he gives it to Zotos, who runs into Rainey a bit, and that kind of stops that. Liversedge clear it off Rainey's foot, and it will be a throw-in. So it's 2-1 here. Luke Rawson getting a goal back for Stockbridge. I can't say it's the most deserved thing in the world, but hey, we will take it as they come, especially in the relegation fight we are currently in. 173 people here today. Ball goes long. He goes over to Charlesworth. And he's going to send it forward to Zotos. And who goes back and he's looking to turn. He has turned and he's going to send one for Ross to chase. He's been some no man's land, really. And it's going to be covered by Harris, who gets the first onto it. And Harris will just boot that one over into the little mini service road behind the stand. Hello, James Eccles. Transport Vlog saying hello, Adam. And Tony L saying get in. Charles is going to let it off to Turner, and Turner will try to get it back to Zotos. It's a poor pass, and it is going to go out forward. But it will be half-time here, so it's 2-1 to Liversedge here. Liversedge well deserving their lead. Joe Walton scored after 10 minutes. A good ball across the edge of the 6-yard area is well turned in, and then a decent passing move started on the left this time, led to Walton finishing off to make it 2-0. Stocksbridge hadn't really been in it, had many chances, but a free kick taken, lofted one, and Jordan Porter, Liversedge keeper, came way out to his goal. Oglesby headed it over him, and Rawson hit his volley well to make it 2-1, and Stocksbridge have a chance going into this second half. I've been Adam Allcroft, your commentator here on the Stocksbridge Park Seals YouTube channel. We are sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Fitter and Supplier, and we will see you in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back to the game here at Claybomb between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Liversedge. It's 2-1 to Liversedge at the moment, and Stocksbridge will be looking to get back in it. We'll read the teams out for you. We're very quickly back because the game has already kicked off. We had a few, you may have noticed, with probably the music coming in and out. We've had a few connection issues. Stocksbridge have actually given away a free kick at the exact point where Stocksbridge scored free kick from, and Liversedge then kick off as Steel's player, and bit of annoyance from all of the players, I think, there. So we'll get through the teams in a second for you. The free kick is in the exact same spot where the Steels took theirs in the first half, where they got the goal back. Bit of an undeserved against a run of play goal, but a goal nonetheless. So Liversedge are preparing to say we will, after this free kick, go through the teams for you. Lofted ball looking for the far end. Bounces on, knocked away by Tinker, and then Turner gets it when Tinker's going to carry it, and Tinker's going to charge forward it. Tinker looking for the pass for Rainey. Rainey takes touch. He beats on. Rainey's going one-on-one. Rainey just needs a finish. It's a great save from Porter. It should be 2-2. Rainey just can't pull his finish around the on-rushing Porter, and I think that's Porter getting the forgiveness from the fans for that error in the first half that led to the goal for Stocksbridge, because he's just made up for that. It should be 2-2. That is disappointing. I thought Rainey was going to get his first Steels goal there. He did everything right. He went one-on-one, but he just can't get the curl of the finish around Porter, who's done really well. Oh, that one, that's a bit disappointing, that, unfortunately. So welcome back to... So we'll read the teams out for you. There's no changes in half-time. So we've got, for Liversedge, Jordan Porter in goal, who just made that great save. Will Portman, Kwame Boateng, Lewis Wilkinson, Kevi Taringazzo, Kurt Harris, Simon Heslop, Alfie Raw, Joe Walton, Jack Carr and Alex Walton. Their bench is Jack Hardacre, Liam Hardy and George Proctor. For Stocksbridge Park Steels, their team is as follows: Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Luke Hogg, Charlie Oglesby, Ross Goodwin, Curtis Turner, Thomas Poole, Luke Rawson, the goal scorer for the Steels, Charlie Rainey, who missed that chance, and Basil Zotter. The bench is Jordan Lemon, Alex O'Connor, Curtis Davis, Jack Watson, and Andy Ray. Hogg here will get the ball downfield towards... Oh, Rainey doesn't get a touch onto it, though. He allows Liversedge to get back onto the ball here. Turner misses his challenge, but Tinker doesn't, gives it back to Turner. Turner does really well to evade a few challenges, evades the pressure, gives it to Poole, who lays pass off for Charlesworth. A bit too ambitious a pass for Charlesworth, though, and Boateng's going to get on it, and Charlesworth is going to try and pull his shirt a few times. And Charlesworth is going to get himself in the book for that one, which is a fair enough decision, while stopping a potential break from Liversedge. And Porter will come very far up to take this free kick. About as far up as he came for that free kick where the Steels scored from. Tries to get it towards the left wing, but he just ends up booting out of play. Stocksbridge will get the ball back from for a throw-in. And it's back with Liversedge. Liversedge get the ball back, and then Stocksbridge have to just boot it out. It's another throw-in down this left-hand side. So back for this throw-in for Liversedge to take. Here on the left-hand side. And it's out to play for a throw-in over on the left-hand side. Who can see that there have been some connection issues, but we are altering some of our settings to make sure that it's fine. All goes away, cleared away, and Hogg will try and get the next clearance, but Liversedge have hooked it back towards the goal, but that's for Townsend. Townsend quickly throws it out towards Charlesworth, who collects it in his feet really well. Pass it over to Zotos, who then gets it into the middle for Poole. Poole has to go backwards a bit, and he's going to have to go backwards a bit more because he's giving it to Oglesby. Oglesby left-footed looking for Rainey, but it's a poor pass and will be headed out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Tinker here right in front of our commentary position to take this throw-in, and hasn't got many options really. Few now presenting themselves. He's going to go long looking for Rawson, but it's over the top of him, and Tarangadze will claim it without really much of a challenge. Goes away, and then Goodwin then clips the ankle of the attacker there, and I think Jack Carr there is the one who gets in. Ross Goodwin's going to get summoned over by the referee. I think it was just a mistimed tackle more than anything, rather than anything deliberate, but well, Goodwin is going to probably get a yellow card for this one as well. So it's just take time, and he's just going to get a telling off for that. No yellow card for that one. So some of you may have had well, I'm not even sure what minute we're actually on, but some of you may have had 51 minutes for the Ross Goodwin yellow card sweepstake, but you won't win it this time. Ball going into the box, and it's Oglesby heads it away, and then Poole, who gets the proper clearance away. Zotos is racing to get onto it. I think it pushes into the back of the Liversedge player, but nothing given for that, and it will be a Steele's throw-in. So back for Charles to take the throw-in. Remington not particularly happy, so sounds of it, over on the bench, that no free kick was given. Goes in, Rawson will head it on, but then headed right back out, and then headed right back in again. It's just a bit of head tennis, and he's down on the feet now for Liversedge, who switch it over to Portman, who I think a lot of good attacks have come from. He's going to send one long to Chase. Townsend's come charging out, and he heads it from outside his area. That is your mad goalkeeper for you. Yeah. As Tinker will now rush forward, and then he slips over. Not enough of a contact there. He's appealing for it, but no, he's not going to get it. Then Rainey. I don't think there was much contact from Rainey either for that one, but Rainey will get penalised. Tinker's not happy with the initial foul that we given. So it'll be a Liversedge throw-in as Porter's going to come up to take it. Oh, you can hear a certain Stocksbridge fan. Porter, after starting like he's going to go to it, actually gives up and he's going to let Wilkinson take it. There's a lot of angry voices around this ground, and I'm not sure who they're all coming from. Wilkinson, right-footed, sends it down the line, head away by Hogg. Rawson will then chest it. Bit awkward from Rawson, gangling like a particularly tall donkey. Rawson switches it over to Poole. Poole will then come forward with it. He's thinking of the shot, I think, there, but not going to take it. Tries to get the pass forward into the middle, and Rainey's looking to turn. He can't turn. He's been blocked well. Spread it onto the right side to Charles. Charles puts the cross in. It's blocked by Boateng. Boateng's trying to stop it from being a corner. He can't do so. And it will be the first corner of the game, I think. Never mind Steeles or Liversedge. It's taken a while. 53 minutes it's taken for the first corner. And this is where Poole will be very happy that he's back on corner duty. Big opportunity Steeles. Here comes the ball into the box over everyone, though, and Turner's going to go and get it on the left-hand side, though, see if it can be recycled. Takes a short pass to Zotos. Two men round him, Zotos, and he is going to try and come the outside, and he delays it too long, and he loses the ball fairly simply. Back to Hogg. Now, who's going to give it back to Townsend? Townsend will send this one long. Oglesby still up, and he flicks it on, and can Rainey get on the end of it? Nah, it's just gone a bit too close to the goalkeeper for him, and back it for Porter it is. Rainey did go charge him down just to make him pick it up as well. Steeles have been better in the second half. A lot more attacking intent so far. The ball goes forward here, and Goodwin gets a bit of a touch onto it, but then Liversedge, and then eventually Goodwin big boot away off the back of Zotos, and Zotos then wins that ball. Gives it back to Poole. Poole looking for the back to Zotos. Zotos not a great control, but then Zotos turns, and Zotos will run at one, and he's passed one, and he's clipped over at the same time. Goes to Turner, who's looking to find the pass, and it's an awkward one because it's almost been put in the own goal by Portman, whose clearance is not the most confident, and it just almost looped in. See, Poole was actually raging at Zotos, because I think Zotos stopped the initial one. It would have been a free kick if I think nothing came from that for the Steeles, because Zotos was hacking down quite harsh. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a yellow card for that, actually. I think the referee's letting a few things go. But it's a second corner for the Steeles. Thomas Poole will take another one. As he will do when he eventually gets the ball back. And here comes the ball. Clipped in, looking for the far side here. Oh, he tries to get onto him. A big, powerful header from a Liversedge defender there. Stops it and it getting to him, and it will be another corner kick, third of the game. These corners are like buses. You wait for 1-1 game and then free show put once. And it's going to be back for Poole for his third corner. Here it comes. It's a low one. Look at the near post. Picked on Osby and it's cleared away. He on the line and it's back for Turner, who gives it back to Poole on this right-hand side. He gets another bite at the cherry and here comes another cross in. It's at the near post and slams into the side netting. So this has been a lot better from Stockbridge in this second half. We've went through a lot more attacking intent. I think we've seen more balls into the box in this half by Stockbridge than we did the entirety of the first. Just shows you what getting that goal before the end of the first half can do. Just the mentality change it does in either dressing room. Suddenly there's a bit more pressure on a Liversedge team that had been, well, near perfect before then. And obviously a bit more confidence and momentum about the Stocksbridge team. As it's just a bit of a battle over that hand side. It's going to be won by Stocksbridge throw-in. Over for Charlesworth to take this throw. Thrown into Poole, and Poole looking to turn, and he's going to lose it, and then Liversedge will look to attack, but that's been blocked by Goodwin, and then he's blocked it again. Back now for Portman, who first took looking for that left side, but no one's there for it. Goodwin will take the touch and then send it back the other way. Zotos looks to head it on, but he loses that battle to Boateng, and Boateng picks it out. Play for Stocksbridge throw-in. 57 minutes gone, it's getting 2-1 to Liversedge. Steele playing better in the second half, though. As Charles sends it down, and it comes off the back of Rawson, and it's into the Liversedge midfield now. All the way back to Porter, and Rainey was trying to cause a problem. But it does go long, and there's a bit of wrestling moves here between the two players. Nothing given, because I think it's a bit of 50-50 either way, to be honest. Looks a bit like a power slam. But I think both players did that themselves. That looked as coordinated as actual pro wrestling. And there's a lot of anger from both benches over this. And I think the referee's not particularly happy with some of the harsh words being said, but it will be a Liversedge throw-in their own half. So back for Liversedge to take this throw-in after a bit of pro wrestling from the two teams. And Liversedge get that big bounce towards them, but well intercepted by Hogg, and back to Townsend he goes, who sends this long. Rawson's going to fight for it, Tarangazzo, and Tarangazzo heads away, but only back to Turner, who will have three men round him, and he does lose the ball. Out it goes over to Portman now, and Portman takes a touch, and he's going to be tackled by Hogg. Out to play it goes, both teams appealing for it. It's going to be a Stocksbridge throw. Tinker will throw it out to Turner. That to Tinker it goes. Gets past through looking for Rawson. Rawson peels away from marker. Switches play over to Charlesworth. Puts a heavy touch in front of him. Puts the ball in. Looking for Rawson. Tarangazzo gets the header and is going to go back to Porter, who claims it under his bar. I think these balls are real because it looks like Liversedge haven't dealt with them comfortably. They all seem to go behind them, and Portman almost put it into his own goal a few minutes ago. Yeah. Ball going long and going to come off Walton. Walton's having to go to the left-hand side. He's done well to keep it there before it goes out of play to be a Liversedge throw-in. James Eccles says, I thought this is a football match, not WWE match. Well, it looked like a WWE match, to be fair, with really Goodwin and I didn't even get a chance to identify the Liversedge player. Probably Walton, as I think they're the ones having the duels. Walton, though, coming the better of this duel, 2 goals. And to Boateng here, who's trying to get him inside, and it's like a diving Stocksbridge player trying to stop him, but it's going to get caught in the midfield, and eventually a free kick is given, and it's going to be Liversedge's, I think. Yep, going to be Liversedge's. Charlesworth not happy with that decision. I'm not sure. It could have gone either way, that free kick, to be honest. So it Steele's have to depend, because it's obviously team's big, and Kevin Tarangazzo is the one I'm watching here moving into the box, because he's won every header he's gone for today. And he is going to be marked by Rawson, who Tarangazzo has been beating to the ball every time. Tinker also keeping an eye on Jack Carr. That firing Carr's made the movement, and it's going to be a chip ball into the middle and then headed into the box, but then Hogg will clear that one out simply. Zotos will see if he can turn this into anything dangerous, but Boateng does the simple thing and heads out of play. Zotos thinking of the quick throw, but That's not going to happen. Allows it for Charlesworth to come and take it. Throwing going into Poole, but it's immediately lost and cleared out. And then sort of get a tackle in, and Poole will get a foot in, and it's back with Hogg. Hogg gets it forward, and it's a good turn here. Beats one man. And looking for the next shot, it's blocked, and it's great play from Charlesworth. Well, from Rainey, I mean. Now it's with Tinker. Tinker will put the ball in, and it's going to be Zottos going for the header, but he misses it. Not his forte, headers. Yes. As Boateng will now carry this one out. But he only gets the pass back to Poole, and Poole will push it forward to Turner. Turner back to Charles on this right-hand side, then back to Turner. Turner puts the ball in, but it's a poor one, and Porter will claim it. Ralston with a few gestures just to show the way he would like the ball in next time. So back with Potter, who will big boot away. But it's only not essentially going to fall a bit short. Turner will head it back to Rawson, who tries to chest it and then try to knock it on, but blocked by Tarangazzo again. And I think Rawson's committed a foul there, trying to get to the ball. Ball has going down, and it will be a free kick to Liversedge. And we are going to see a substitution for Stocksbridge. And this is a thing that Stocksbridge fans have been waiting for a long time. Jack Watson is making his return. Looks like Basil Zottos is the man who's going to be making way for him. Watson, who had been such a bright spot at that early part of the season, has been ruled out for injury for a while. He's back in the team now, and he will be looking to see if he can get this equalising goal. It's a big boost for this Stockbridge team to have him back. He's been probably the player of the season for me so far, and it's been a blow to not have him over the last month or so. Porter sends this ball long, headed into the middle, but Hogg will just boot that one out, not just out of the pitch, but I think out of the ground again, another one in that, whatever it is beyond that fence over there. Farmer's Field, maybe? House? Ball goes into the middle, and Poole goes in with a good tackle, and it's clear way over to Rawson, who just needs to turn, and he does, and he's trying to find Watson, but it's intercepted by Wilson, who clears it away. Goodwin will play into the middle, and well carry Poole, and Poole will look to carry it forward. Poole trying to find Rainey, but intercepted by Portman, who again boots it away. Hey, it's going to be a bit awkwardly. Ugly can only hit it up to the air. Carr takes a touch, but then Hogg's done really well to come back in, and I thought I'd earned the foul. He's not, and he does eventually earn the foul. Liversedge fans not happy with that, but he's kind of earned it. So back for Townsend to take the free kick. We are 63 minutes into this game, 2-1 to Liversedge, but Stocksbridge making a good case for getting back into this game. Townsend sends it long, looking for Rawson, but headed away, but only to Rainey. Right-footer puts the ball into the box. Watson's fighting for it. Just about head away. Turner gets a touch back into the box. Tarangazzo will sweep up and clear it away. Goes back to Osby, who puts a foot back towards him. Rainey will look see if he can cause a problem, and he is causing a problem, and he has won it. Puts the ball in, blocked, and it's a corner kick. The first ball from the left-hand side, the fourth of the game. Much improved. Charlie Rainey's having a good game. Obviously, he'll be disappointed that he didn't get the goal earlier, but did very well to earn that one and beat Portman. Poole will head over to take this one, the in-swinging corner. Plenty of people up for it. The only people back really, I think, are Tinker, Charlesworth, and Turner is midway in the half to try and sweep up anything that is headed out. Here comes the corner, looking for that far post, headed away. Turner's going to try and be the first answer, but I think it's going to be Boateng quicker, and Turner will have to switch into a more defensive thing, because Boateng has got a lot of pace about him. Slows it down, and it's Poole there who slowed him a bit, and then eventually they actually get it to the left-hand side. Oh, tried to. I thought he was just warming up that player on the other side. He looked so far wide. But it is back to be a Stocksbridge throw-in. Ball goes forward, head away. And Liversedge have it in midfield for the moment. They've sent it long here, and they're going to try and get it down this left-hand side. And oh, a nasty sliding challenge in there from the Liversedge man. And over on Goodwin, who's staying down. That could be a red. I think it's Jack Carr who's come in with a really flying challenge, really. That is I suspect we will see a red here. That's because that is just the sort of change. Well, sort of change you probably would have pulled 20 years ago for the 40, but God, nowadays it's having a talk with the player here, and it's just a yellow card. Now, I do personally. Now, obviously, I am a biased commentator for Stocksbridge, but I would have thought it was red because I don't think he was in any sort of control of that challenge. I think the VAR would have been having a look at it. So Townsend will send it long. Rawson heads it on to Watson, and Watson will get his first touch. Beats one man. Watson will beat a second man. Hits it back to Rawson, who is just trying to get away from a few players. Gets back to Turner, takes a shot, and it's going to go out for a throw-in, but it was because of a deflection. It's a Turner hit it with some venom. You might have even heard that one. Goes out quickly. Tinker will take the cross, and it's out for another throw-in. Back for Tinker to take. Goes here to Hogg, and he's going to try and turn the man and puts the ball in, but it's going to be blocked and cleared. Only back to Hogg now, who heads it back in for Rawson, who looks to hold it. Back to Tinker, who's trying to charge in Tyron Gadzo. A key challenge to incapacitate out to Watson, who's going to leave it over to Poole, who takes a shot. It's cleared off the line. That's brilliant play. Watson's done a great job leaving it, but it's well cleared off the line. But it's still active. Charles have puts the cross in, headed away, and to the edge of the area. Raw can only just boot that one out. You've got to give credit to Liversedge, who've put their bodies on the line, cleared it with that shot from Poole. But look, well, I was going in for sure, and well, unfortunately, it remains 2-1 here. Watson back to Poole. Here comes the crossing. It's a poor crossing, cleared away. Oglesby heads it out, and clear handball from the defender, and it's another chance to put a set piece in. Will Porter, in the Liversedge goal, remain a bit more disciplined this time and stay, well, not on his line, but in the 6-yard area. Poole to take this free kick on the right-hand side. Steele's doing all they can to try and get something out of this. And a lot of shouting from some of the Steele's fans behind the goal. And here comes Poole's free kick in. It's too close to Porter, who has stayed more disciplined this time, and he's claimed that one quite low on the ground. 68 minutes gone. It's 2-1 to the Steels. 22 minutes plus whatever added time on for the Stocksbridge to get something out of this. Ball going long. Goodwin will head it back into the field, but Liversedge win the second ball. Although Charles has done a really good job to win it back, and Watson trying to do the 1-2, but it's intercepted. But then one back here, and then with Turner, Tinker has time, and then beats one man, and he's going to go through the middle. Tinker lays it off here to Watson on the right-hand side. Got an overlap of Charles, but it's Ed Watson. I think maybe just missing his time on the pitch, and he's just sent, I don't know if it was a cross or a shot, but what matters is it's well over the goal, and it is a goal kick. Not, well, 20 minutes to go in this one. Just want to shout out the Pontefract Colliery's media man, who apparently dipped it in the sand at their game's concert. Substitution for Liversedge. Proctor is going to come on for Raw. Raw's had a good record against Stocksbridge, and he has scored here the last time. Two sides faced at Claiborne, but we thought he might have been the one who scored, but hasn't. He's had a decent game, though. But Proctor, one of the three men on the bench for Liversedge. Ball clicked on, and Liversedge on the attack, but intercepting now back with Townsend, who just boots that one away. Only gone as far as Portman, who's just going to return it, and Oglesby will head it away. Then back for Proctor, whose first touch is a header, and it's a bit ahead. Tennis almost into the box. Goodwin with a important clearance. So Proctor, the Liversedge substitute, just made his first touch with that header, and now it's caught in midfield for Liversedge. They have the ball back with Proctor, the substitute, who tries to get forward, took a bit of a deflection, but then eventually goes to Hogg. And then Hogg slipped, and it's a chance now. Portman goes in, and it's going to go clear. Takes a shot. Well saved, Townsend. And, well, Townsend has saved Hogg's blushes there, as Poole has it over on the right-hand side. Poole looking to switch play, looking for Rainey, maybe a bit offside. He's fighting for it. He's past one man, but the offside flag is up. Did think there was a hint to it. The one thing I'll say, though, is that the linesman was late on that, and that was a time when Porter's rushing out, Rainey's going for it, there's a defender involved as well. That's when there can be injuries. So I think if the linesman thinks it's offside, just put the flag up. There's no VAR. So, anyway, we are here on Friday night here at Claiborne tonight. It's been a thing that you've seen a bit more in non-league in recent years, as the idea is that obviously a lot of clubs have these big catchment, great catchment areas. They have to fight with big professional clubs who attract massive crowds. Liversedge definitely one of them, with 3 big West Yorkshire sides all surrounding it. The idea that being on a Friday night, you might get some more fans in. Now, they tend to stay 173 is below the average attendance for Liversedge. So though we probably will be disappointed with that. As Goodwin just intercepts it, tries to turn into our attack, it cancelled, but Liversedge able to clear it. But it has worked out for them in the past. In January 2022, this was their promotion season. As balls flicked on, can Watson get on the end of it? He touches it backwards in the end, and Tarangazzo cleared. But when Liversedge did this against Ossick United in January 2022, they actually got 1,500 here in Claiborne, so 10 times the amount of people here tonight. Right. As Poole's on here, Poole's going to flick it over to the right towards Watson. Watson's going towards the corner flag to collect it, and he has kept it in really well. Watson beats one man on the outside, puts the ball in. Ross tries to jump, it's cleared. Only back to Charlesworth, who takes a touch. He's going to put the cross in, but that's a shot actually, and it goes wide. I think Townsend shouted out decisions, and I think he's correct. 72 minutes gone, 2-1 to Liversedge. Stocksbridge are doing everything they can. It's been a really good performance from the Steels in the second half, but they haven't got the goal. That's the most important thing. So it's back here for Porter to take. Who's going to send it long. Turner going to fight for it. He does. He heads it away towards Rawson, who gets it caught under his feet a bit, and Tarangazzo's fights for it, and Rawson's trying to get away with it, but instead it will be Proctor. It's logs bounding away in the light breeze here, as it's just with Wallerton who gives it back to Proctor in the midfield now. Going to switch it over to Boateng on the left wing, and he's found the pass here to Carr. Carr's going to try and beat a man, and he's well battled off it, and it's with Poole now. Poole's going to clear out, look for Rawson, and Rawson holds it up well, gives it over to Watson on his right-hand side, and Watson comes in inside, finds Poole in the middle. Poole pushing forward. Poole's looking for the run of Rainey, but it's behind him. Tinker's going to do a good job to try and keep it in, and he does keep it in. Tinker with the opportunity to create something, takes the shot back to Turner, gives him back to Hogg. Hogg, I think, is going to switch play here. He is going to get over now to Charlesworth on this right-hand side. Charlesworth here gives it to Watson. Watson spins and his cross is blocked. Charles is going to fight for it though. Tries to head it beyond, but it's going to go back to Porter, who takes it to his feet. Rainey will make him pick it up though. Stocksbridge, who have been so much better in this second half, but can't seem to get the goal now. That is just the story of the season, it feels like. Well, Porter there has just booted that one right out of play. Steele will get the ball back. So, back now for Charles to take the throw in. Long throw down, looking for Rawson, who heads it on, but only goes to Tarangazzo, who's very happy to boot that one away. And they've done really well to keep this in on the left wing before Hogg goes in and tackles, and then back to Townsend, who clears this one away. Now to play, that goes for a Liversedge throw in this time. So over for Boateng to take this throw in, and Liversedge will just want to slow this game down and just take control of it again to make sure they don't concede another. All going in, and we also have Goodwin and going to go down line. Liversedge are into the box here. Great challenge from Ross. Actually, Charlie Oglesby there, who's done it. And Watson tumbles over as he touches it on, and then Rawson can't hold on to it under pressure from Tarangazzo. Over with Portman now, who pushes forward, gets beyond Tinker. Great from Portman, but actually second touch is a bit too much. Actually, just keeps it in, flashes over, and here comes the shot, and he's sliced it, and on the top of the goal it goes. Bit of a letdown for Liversedge. Portman's done brilliant work there to beat his man, beat Tinker for pace. And he's floated that cross really well, but I think it's Wallerton there who's ended up hitting that one quite poorly and onto the top of the net. Ball goes in looking for Rawson, heads it on. Watson will challenge, but Tangadso gets it away into midfield. Liversedge is at midfield, just coming a bit more into the game. That's why they're shutting down a bit with the Stocksbridge attacks. But it's gone back to Watson. He looks to turn and he's flicked it over for Poole, who's going over for Rainey to chase. Rainey's going to take the shot. He's not far off. Hits the back stanchion of the goal. Well, powerful effort. But I think actually the offside flag may have been up there as well, though. But it's going to be a goal kick anyway. Great effort from Charlie Rainey there, who feels like he really does deserve a goal because he's put so much effort into this game. He could have had it at the start of the second half. That was a big chance, saved by Porter after going one-on-one. Back in the midfield as Liversedge not one forward, but for Carr to chase. But Charlesworth will just marshal that one out of field when it is going to be Stocksbridge's throw-in. Good play from him, and he's going to try and get it far away from his goal as possible. But Tangadso heads back into midfield. Liversedge Proctor here. Pauses on the ball, but he goes backwards and then finds Boateng over on that left-hand side. And then forward he goes, and Liversedge just trying to get out of a bit of a congested area. He can't do so. Boateng ends up knocking out play for a throw-in. Time is ticking, though, for the Steels. 77 minutes gone. Still 2-1 down. Hogg header comes off the back of a Liversedge player. That does allow them to get onto it, Liversedge, and they've knocked it for Walton to get over on the left-hand side. And he tries to knock it on, but it's going to go out of play for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Stocksbridge needs to get out of their own half now. Ball goes forward, it just bounces off, and it is going to end up being staying with Liversedge in midfield. And back to Proctor, not a great touch, but he's going to hold on to it. The new signing for Lim. And it's going to be it's a good touch from Portman, and Portman will look for the run here. And he's found him, found the run of Wallerton on the right side. He's into the box. Great standing challenge from Curtis Turner, who then clears it away to Rainey here on the left wing. Rainey looking to turn, and he's trying to beat his man, and he's going to have a big battle with Wilson, but I think Wilson just about wins it. And he's going to come away with it, sends the ball forward, and it only goes to Goodwin, who he tried to clear it, but he's blocked by Carr, who he did come from an offside position, and Carr beats one man. Goodwin, it's actually it's Poole there who goes in with a good tackle, and still here on the left-hand side, who Townsend appealed for a offside, and in the end, it's going to go out for a goal kick, actually. I thought that was going to be a corner. And it is going to be 2 Stocksbridge substitutions. Ian Richards throws both of his dives at once. Looks like is that Curtis Turner going off and Tom Charlesworth. One of them will be Curtis Davies coming on, and Alex. It looks like Curtis Davies and Alex O'Connor coming on. So that's the change. Turner, who I think has been quite good in this game, is coming off. O'Connor comes on for him, and Charlesworth is also off. It's his replacement is Davis. Anyway, Hogg got the ball, he's knocked it forward, looking for Watson, but Tangadso steps up and clears it away. Going to go out for a throw and takes a bit of an awkward bounce just to give steals a few more yards there as well. Throw goes down, like to Poole, chest it down to Watson and not forward. Rawson tries to chase and he will get it on the right wing. Rawson finds the overlap of Watson, but Watson's just going to be shepherded away from the ball and it's out for a goal kick. After that pressure that Steels weren't able to make the most of, Liversedge have settled back into defence and are now holding the Steels off at arm's reach. Wonder if Liversedge might make their last 2 substitutes. They've got Jack Hardacre and Liam Hardy still on the bench. Liam Hardy would be one who'd come on if they were looking for a goal for sure. Former Worksop Town player, which Worksop ended up signing for a fee, which is so rare down at this level of the game. Ball goes long and over the top of Goodwin it goes and goes to Carr, who has got good control of it, especially to keep it in. Lays it off well, and now he's going to get the return, and then there is appeal for offside again. And this time it is given the offside. In the last 10 minutes of the game, the 81st minute at the moment. Stocksbridge have kind of not been lost some of the momentum they had a bit earlier in the half. So back for Townsend, who will send this long. Looking for Rawson, who's getting a bit of an elbow in the back there, but nothing given as O'Connor touches it onto Poole, and he's going to try and find O'Connor again, but it's cleared away and but blocked by Stocksbridge, then back to Liversedge, who clear away properly this time. Oaksley goes up for the header, gets it to Tinker, who right-footed sends one. That's going to be chased by Watson, but headed away, and Liversedge win that second ball, and that's what I think the difference is. Win the second ball, but it's a loose pass to O'Connor. First touch back to Rainey. Rainey's got a few options. He passes it sideways to Davis. Davis has just been corralled back to Rainey, who's trying to go down the right-hand side, slips, but Watson will still get this on the right side. Not in a great position, though. He's quite close to the corner flag with a man round him, and he's going to just knock it off his man and get the throw in there. So Stocksbridge trying to do what they can. Free at the back now as Stocksbridge are throwing everything at it. Back it goes to Hogg. Then over it goes here to Charles of trying to go, not Charles Ruff, he's off the field. It's Watson. Cleared away to Hogg though, and back to Watson. Watson tried to find the pass to Davis, but intercepted and cleared away. It goes, and they might make something of this because they've just had the beaten a Goodwin for pace on the left-hand side, but Goodwin's got back really well, actually, and gets the tackle in. It's great work from Goodwin. And then he's still with Liversedge on the left-hand side and trying to desperately to keep it in, and he does really well. And back he goes into the left-hand side, and still with Liversedge. They've been forced deep and into the middle with Proctor, who turns well, and Hogg tackles him really well. And now Poole has it, and Poole gets the pass over to Rainey. Rainey has a man in front of him. He's going to cut into the inside though, and he's gone quite central, having the shirt pulled a bit, and it's a loose pass, and then down goes Wallerton and that, and two players are down, and we will see the game stopped. Tinker looks frustrated because he had a bit of space to move into. No foul given for that. Both players are down at the moment. Imagine as Jack Tinker was pushing forward, we are going to see we can return to Stocksbridge. It's Hogg down for the Steels, who's going to get some treatment now, and Wallerton's going to be, even though he's back up on his feet, he's going to be have a chat to the Liversedge physio. In other scores, Garforth have extended their lead over Penistone. They lead 5-1. Substitution for Liversedge, their second of the game. Looks like Jack Carr is going to come off and will be replaced by Liam Hardy. So Hardy was the leading scorer for Worksop in the season. Liversedge got promoted from the Northern Premier League East. Great call poacher, always looking like he's going to get on the end of things, and that's going to be a bit of a danger because Stocksbridge will leave themselves more open at the back as they push forward. So, just waiting for the restart. O'Connor will restart us with a drop ball. He's off, and he's going to quickly try and find Watson, and he's just hooked to Taran Boateng. I mean, is the one who hooks that away, and he clears it down, and it's going to be a bit of a physical battle, but Goodwin wins it and clears it away. Hogg trying to keep this ball in, and he does. Back to O'Connor goes, who sends it long for Watson trying to chase it. Bounces off the back of Boateng's foot. Watson trying to rush for it. Boateng just suddenly goes down. But it's going to be a free kick, I think. Stocksbridge's way. Actually, I'm not sure what's going on that way, to be honest. No one seems to know what's going on. It's free kick to Liversedge. So back for Porter to take this. 85 minutes gone. Not long for Stockbridge to get something in this. Long ball for from Porter. And it's just going to go straight out to play. Stockbridge will get the ball back and another chance to try and see what they can do with this. Over on the right hand side of this throw, and Steele's not moving as quickly as I think I'd like them to personally, but here goes Rawson, heads it on, looking for O'Connor, but Liversedge are able to clear it away. It's a big physical battle, and Hardy now tries to get it into the middle, but it's deflected, and then almost no goal where Hogg bounded it back to Townsend, but it's so powerful, it's almost like a shot, and it's saved by the feet of the goalkeeper. Portman plays it in, here comes the next shot though, and that's wide, and ooh, Luke Hogg's going to get a telling off from Townsend after this game for that one. In the end, Eric Wallerton, who just drills it wide then, and that was an interesting one, that. Townsend will send this long. Look for Rawson, who will get the touch, but he can't hold on to it well, and it's back with Liversedge, who can almost play up good with a key interception. And he's going to pass it back to Townsend in a much more sedate manner than Hogg did. But Townsend can't really keep control of it, but he tried to keep... Goodwin tried to keep it in, because Townsend had sliced it, but in the end it's out for a throw-in for Liversedge. Time ticks away. 3 minutes plus added time to go, and I can't see there being a ridiculous amount of added time. I'd say 4 or 5. Liversedge throwing down the field, and going to end up being a head-down play by another Stocks player. Liversedge will continue to have the ball, and that's what they want. With Boateng, who takes his time over this throw-in. Going down, going to be touched and be fought for in that corner. Goes out again. It's going to be another Liversedge throw-in. They're doing exactly what they need to, which is keep it in that corner. Keep it away from their own goal. And then Liversedge play it out, and it goes out for a free kick for offside. And go out of place, goes offside a bit. Townsend rushing over to take it. And he will boot it all the way downfield. Rawson will head it on, but then Wilkinson heads it back. Rawson head it towards the right wing, but it's just a battle midfield. Rawson comes out well with it. Rawson lays the pass off here for Poole. Poole's looking for the shot. He's going to take the shot. It's drilled. It's not far off. I think there was a slight appeal for a corner, but nah, because it looks I could have took a deflection, but it hasn't, and it's going to be a goal kick. Nice work from Thomas Poole. He opened up his body well, but just couldn't find the bottom corner. Route 1 football, that. Back for Porter to take. He goes long ball forward, and Poole's going to try and get it, but he's lost the ball, and it's going to go back for Liversedge before Hogg just knocks it forward, but then goes out towards Proctor, who has just made my mum look terrified, I think, because it's getting close to her. Tinker goes it quickly to Hogg, and Davis is offering himself as an option, and he's going to get the ball for it. Lays it off for Watson on the right-hand side. Watson running at his man. Left-footed ball into the box. Rainey will look and head it back towards the edge. Poole takes the touch. He's into the box. He's delayed it. Back to Rainey, who chips the ball into the middle. Drilled. Well saved. Luke Hogg, out of Connor, close to his second goal of the season. Good play from the Steels. Unfortunately, O'Connor can't find the corner. Long ball forward from Porter again. Head away by Oglesby. He's going to find its way to Watson, that header. He turns. He's got the overlap option of Davis, and he's going to find him, but not really in the stride of his run. Watson's offering the same option now, but that's being stopped by Boateng. Steel's doing all they can. We are in the 90th minute here. We haven't seen the added time board go up yet, though. Going back here to the ad, and then Watson miscontrols, and it's out for the throw-in. So over for throwing for Liversedge, who will have a good chance to get this ball away here. And here comes a long throw down. Stocksbridge need to win the ball, and they just head it out for another Liversedge throw, and that is exactly what Liversedge would want, in all honesty, because it's starting to wind the clock down. So back continues to be Liversedge, and we will see it's going to be 4 minutes of added time. Here, 4 minutes for the Steels to try. And just to say that when he put the board up, he did accidentally trip the linesman into thinking it was a substitute because he put his flag up as if it was going to be a change in personnel. Liversedge have sent one to chase, but Goodwin has that covered. He has to knock it out for a throw-in, though. Liversedge doing what they need to do. A professional finish to the game for them as we are now in injury time. And Boateng, as they slowly comes up to take the throw-in. You can't really blame him, in all honesty. You can be annoyed at it. I'm annoyed at it. You can't blame him. Boateng taking his time, throws it towards the corner flag, but then Liversedge losing. Stocksbridge will get this. I thought Stocksbridge was going to get the ball back. It's going to be back with Boateng. Boateng throws it right back, same thing to the attacker, bounces off his knee, and it's going to be a corner kick. Stocksbridge just not getting the look here for this one. And it does look like it could well be that, despite a really positive second half, that the Steels aren't going to be returning to South Yorkshire with any points. And they're held in the corner at the moment. Stop trying to fight that ball off them, and they've got it away from the corner. And in the end, I think a free kick has been given, and it will be like Stocksbridge will get another chance to go away. There is going to be a substitute. The goal scorer, Walton, is going to be heading off, and Hardacre coming on. Actually, he hasn't. It's going to be changed there. It's going to be Carr coming off. He hadn't finalised his number. Or actually, Carr's already gone off. Wait, he's flicked it from 10 to 11. It's going to be Walton coming off. I wonder if that was a bit of a tactical coupling, how slow that was with the board. Ball goes long and headed away, though, and back to O'Connor, who's going to hit forward. Rawson will head it on. Watson's trying to get in the end, headed back way to Rawson, who takes the shot, deflects it. Into the bottom corner. The Steels have got it out of basically, well, no, they've deserved it on the basis of the second half. And Rawson, with a great strong effort, slams it into the bottom corner. And the Steels, as we just said a minute ago, the Steels aren't going to get anything out of it. It looks like they might well have a point. Luke Rawson, what an effort from the striker. Friday night lights are paying off for the Steels at the moment. What a goal. That was a great effort. Nothing that Porter could do about that. He's fully stretched trying to get anything onto it. It may have took the slightest deflection. I think it did take somewhat of a touch on the way, but in the end, it's a great effort. And what a confidence boost it will be for Steels going forward to Stockton next Saturday. Ball forward from Heslop. They're going to head away, and it's actually Walton's got the turn on it, and this could be dramatic as well. But in the end, going to Portman, who shot is blocked, it's still in the area, and then eventually O'Connor's going to carry it away. But he's tackled, the pressure's still on. Liversedge have not given up here. They are not giving up. Heslop puts the ball in, it's a dangerous looking one. Townsend claims it. Ball going forward, but headed away by Tarangazzo, who's had a great game, I'd say, in the centre half. Only back for Hogg, who knocks it forward, deflected by Proctor to Rawson. Could there be more drama? Takes over for Rainey. The offside flag is deservedly up on Rainey. I would say our 4 minutes are done. I just think Tony L going brilliant, and John Smith saying hooray in the comments, says it goes 2-2 here. Luke Rawson with a brace. Ball goes long from Porter. Goes forward and tries to be touched on by Hardacre, but doesn't. He's still forward. Liversedge still have a bit of attack to go, and it's not away completely. Proctor trying to get the beaten man well in from Tinker, but it's only back to Portman. I think both teams, depending which side, are either wanting more time or the full-time whistle. It's out for a Liversedge throw-in. Liversedge trying to rally the team on to try and grab that winner back. Steels are pretty much sending everyone back to make sure they don't do it back. That the Steels don't grab defeat from the jaws of the jaws of a draw. Throwing goes in, headed on, it's into the 6-yard area. Townsend claims it. And that is the full time. Well, we've got drama in Claiborne. The Steels are 2-0 down, and looking like there's actually, we have got a few problems here. There's a bit of a coming together between some of the players, so we might see some post-match problems here coming together. Townsend, by the way, not involved with it. He usually is. Is he good? Well, Townsend is getting talking to from the referees now, so we've unfortunately got a bit of post-match coming together. So we're just going to see, but now the handshake's happening, so I don't think there's going to be any post-match yellow cards or red cards, so we'll continue. So Liversedge were 2-0 up, a great brace from Joe Walton, both from some really good football from both teams, leading to Liversedge taking a commanding lead, and they looked like they could have gone 3 or 4 up. However, before the end of the half, volley from Rawson after a mistake from Jordan Porter got one back, and then at the very end here of the second half, Luke Rawson with a great slamming strike from outside the area found the bottom corner. The Steelers have come away with a point here after being 2-0 down and getting well beaten. Thank you very much to everyone who is listening today on our YouTube channel. I've been Adam Allcroft, your commentator. We're sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Fitter and Supplier.